You okay?
Oh yeah.
Give me just one moment.
Where are you living? Where do you live?
I am now in Hawaii, my dear.
Hawaii. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're glad.
All right.
All right. Okay. Let's do this. Hey, Kylen. How are you? It's Kylen or Kalen?
Kylen.
Kylen.
Yeah.
Kylen. Yeah. Okay. Number one, I'm sure we are live on the One Chicago Central on Facebook, and we've been promoting it. Hey, first of all, I want to thank you and your mom
Of course.
for giving us the opportunity to to chat with you. I saw you personally grow up on television, so from from being the young Jordan Atwater, and then I saw you pop up on my Netflix as Malik. So kind
Oh
of
yeah.
like, okay, let me backtrack. Then I went to your IMDb. I said, he was on to Marvel. You
Mhm.
have a very long resume, not
Yes,
just
ma'am.
the not just the Jordan Atwater that people are seeing you right
Hmm.
now. You've been into Marvel, which is in Ant-Man and Fantastic Four.
Yes,
You've
ma'am.
also worked with Chadwick.
Yeah, Chadwick
Am I
Boseman.
yeah, right?
Mhm.
How
Get
is that?
on.
Right. I was gonna ask you that. How is that?
Oh, it was amazing. It was an amazing time. It was in Mississippi, like
Right.
5 years ago. And
Uh
at first, I just it was a little feature role.
uh
It was like a boxing scene that I had to do. It was where Chadwick Boseman played James Brown.
right,
So in
right.
one of the scenes yeah, in the scene I was in, they had little James Brown like boxing in a boxing rink, and I was one of the guys who was fighting him. So on set, I actually got to meet Chadwick, and he's such a chill like guy. He's such a down to earth guy, and I just love like meeting new like big actors and just
Right,
talking, just having a regular conversation to them. They're just
right,
normal.
right. But did he was not doing well, was he on Marvel that time already?
No. Get On Up came out in 2015.
Right,
Black Panther that he was in that came out in like I think 2018,
right.
2019.
I think the first time he appeared on Marvel was during the Civil War.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that was it. Now, did you know that he was gonna be on Marvel?
I did not at the time. Did not. Honestly, at the time when Get On Up, that was right. That was like maybe a year or
Hmm.
two after 42 came out. So when he
Uh,
played Jackie Robinson
right.
in 42. So that's how I knew him. But that was the only film that I knew him from. And then
Mhm.
right after he like did 42 and Get On Up, he just started doing a whole bunch of other stuff and started getting like huge.
Okay, let's go. Are you? We were talking earlier. You are in Atlanta right now, but I
Mhm.
look at your resume. Most of your acting, let's just say your training as an actor, you started in Mississippi,
Yes, I'm born and raised in Mississippi.
and
Born and
then
raised in Mississippi. And I moved my eighth grade year
okay,
to Georgia.
but you went into a performing arts kind of like program there.
Mhm.
Uh, what made you go to acting?
What made me go to acting? Well, so I was born and raised in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, which
Yeah.
was well, I stayed there for about a couple of years maybe, and then I
Mhm.
moved to Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi, it's not a not an ideal area to
Grow
live.
up. Right,
Yeah, or
right.
grow up. So I had me and my mom
I think I'm losing you. All right, let's go. It's just buffering, guys.
Went through hard times through my elementary.
Huh? Are you kind of breaking up a little over there? Okay, we got disconnected a little while. When he comes back, uh, this is what we call on live broadcast as technical difficulty. Here we go. There you go. You're back. We're waiting for him. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have people watching it. We appreciate you. It's just sometimes we are fine. Unmute it.
Do you see me now?
Yeah, I do. It's fine.
That
It's
was
called
weird. It just closed out.
it's called technical difficulties on
Yeah.
live television.
Mhm.
But yeah, we were talking about Mississippi. So from Mississippi, you moved to Atlanta, but
Mhm.
you were taking up your classes, your acting classes in Mississippi.
Yeah, I was taking acting classes in Mississippi, and I also went to school for it. So there in school, I would do like musical plays, one act plays, monologues. Sometimes I wouldn't even act on stage. I would be a stage manager for a couple of musicals. Like we would some the people in our classes would rotate throughout the year to do
Right.
different things, like in a production, like to make us feel like we're a part of a production.
Correct.
And I've
Right.
been doing that since fourth grade, and I fell in love with it ever since.
Now you said musical. What musical have you done in school?
I've done Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh my God. Okay.
I did Hairspray. Um, I did Lion King.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I did Lion King, and what's it called? The Wizard of Oz. I was the Tin Man in the Wizard of Oz.
So I am gonna assume Kylen can sing.
Okay, I used to know. I used to be able to sing like good when like before I hit puberty, and then I hit puberty. Couldn't really like mess like the tones. Couldn't they were a little off, so I just stopped.
Oh, I said that because my daughter is musical too. She just finished Little Shop of Horrors last year. So, I mean,
Okay.
yeah. So that's gonna be it's familiar. Rehearsal, being on stage is very familiar with me when it comes to her. Now, I also know, based up like I'm assuming, I've seen you play baseball
Yeah, baseball.
actively.
I've been playing baseball since I was 4.
Okay. Now,
I played baseball in college.
is that something you're looking at doing on the side of acting, or is that something you're gearing up with?
Excuse me, can you say that again?
Is that something you're is baseball something on the side, or is acting is the one on the side,
Yeah.
which is a priority other than school? I know
So,
you're in school.
oh yeah. So all of my life, baseball has been my dream.
Okay.
My dad was my first baseball coach. My dad is a professional trainer now, and he actually did play baseball and played in the majors. And he tore his ACL, so we just
Oh,
started training. And he's been training me since I came out the womb, basically. So I've played baseball, basketball, and football. And out of all the sports, baseball is still like my true love. And acting came along the way, and then that became love, like a passion for me. And honestly, like my mom always told me I never have to choose one
That's true.
or the other
That's
until I have to.
right.
And like, so that's what I've been going by, and that's what I'm gonna keep going by until that day finally comes. But baseball is my number one. It's my heart, and I would say acting is my number two. Meaning, if baseball doesn't go well, I would act, or one day hopefully become a director or producer, because I would like to make my own films too.
You are also good at spoken words.
Thank
I
you.
heard you. Now, uh, is that something also that do you write your own pieces?
I have I've had a class in high school
Mhm,
for three consecutive years. Actually, it was called audio and video, where I had to
mhm.
make my own short films.
Okay.
And so last year I made a short film. The year before that, I made two short films, and I've made like music videos, covers to music videos, and everything like that. And I just love everything about it, because I mean, it's your film. You can do whatever you want with it.
That's correct.
Yeah,
That's correct.
that's what I love about
Now, we were talking about it earlier before we went on live that you were long before Chadwick was on Marvel, you were already on Marvel. You're
it.
kind of like a Marvel mini baby. And I saw
Yeah,
your pictures. So,
yeah.
um, did you? I know it was not big of a role, but it was still a Marvel.
Mhm.
So, the kind of like, is that something that looking at your resume right now, um, does it hit you that, hey, I was in Marvel? I can say that I was in Marvel.
I mean, honestly, I don't really look at it like that,
Uh huh.
because mainly like those two Marvel movies were like the first two, or the first couple of films that I've ever been in. So I mean, I didn't really treat it as, oh, this is a Marvel movie. I treated it
Mhm.
like, oh, I just booked a job.
That's
It was more
correct.
like
That's
that.
true.
And that's every time I book a film, that's how I think. I don't really care about how big it is necessarily. I just care that I got the job and I can portray this character. I can portray this role, and I'm glad that the casting directors felt that I could portray that role.
How do you prepare for a role? Because that's what I noticed from you over the years watching you in Chicago PD.
Mhm.
Um, I know the roles were not as I know you have bigger. I mean, longer screen time right now, but over the years, I technically not just saw you grow up a little taller, and it's like that every episode that I see you, there's like a little inch. And
Mhm.
then the last time that I saw you, which is the last episode on Chicago when they opened, I said, okay, if I put him right next to Leroy's, that's gonna be like okay, compared to when you were a little like about what when you started was
When I
20,
started, I was 16.
right? And your roles are getting heavier.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, especially the last, like when was that? The episode Snitch, and right
Hmm.
after that, I think that was like, how does a Kalen prepare for a scene like that?
Yeah.
Um, do you talk it out with Leroy's? How do you guys,
Yeah.
do you bond to that? Because that's
So
not just a chat
yeah, it's
episode.
not.
It's,
Mhm.
it's quite intense.
Yeah, so there's like a little technique that I've learned in school, or my performing
Mhm,
arts school. My
mhm.
teachers helped me, or they taught me a way to remember my lines on the script,
Okay.
and just like the way I read my lines, I like end up writing just different like paragraphs about what I need to put in to those chunks to bring life into it. And after that, we'll end up rehearsing with with your partner, And I'm telling you that that's why I love film more than theater, because you'll have like a rehearsal, and it's just you're in this, just the environment around you will just put you in character. The environment around you, your partner, and honestly, that's all I need to prepare. That how I remember my lines and the environment for me.
There's, you can see between the two of you and Leroy's, there's a lot of trust
Hmm.
when you go after each other.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I remember watch last night. I watched again the episode right after Snitch,
Hmm.
and that scene when Jordan told him, "I didn't ask for it. You asked me to do it." I
Yeah.
think that was so. See, it gives you goosebumps right now.
And the thing is, that's really the, me and Leroyce were actually like pretty close in
Right,
person, like in real life,
right.
because away from Chicago PD, offset, he'll hit me up and he'll ask to hang out with me. I've gone to church with him. I met his fam. I've listened to music with him like every day since whenever I was there. I would just go to different places with him and just vibe with him. Like we would actually do some brotherly stuff. So when we got on set, it was just, it's not that I was just meeting my, let's say,
Co-star.
co-star. I was
Right,
meeting my bro. I was like, oh, it's
right.
like every time we see each other, we're like, what's up, bro? Love, how you doing? We'll always, I don't know. We have such a chill bond. So it's
Now,
just so like natural on camera.
does as an actor, I know that helps
Mm.
in helping it with the scene. Now that is being on PD. What about if you're in other projects, like in when you did Racing Beyond? Um,
Yeah.
do you find the same kind of bonding with other actors that help you bring out the character in you?
Most of the time, it's that the my co-stars would bring out more emotion in me. That's how it is. That's how I perform better, is by reacting off of my coworker, or not my coworker, my co-star,
Now,
and
how old are you, Kylan, right now?
I'm 18 right
You're 18, and you said you started acting professionally, what about
when I was 14.
when you were 14? Over the years, I am pretty sure there are a lot of people who are kind of like I mean, and this is, I think this is one of my questions to you, like, if somebody comes to you, being in a business that it's so competitive, and let's just face it, it's really, there's a lot of uncertainty.
Mhm.
What advice do you give to an upcoming actor, like saying like, what, okay, how do I get to where you are,
Mhm.
you know?
One main thing I would say to that, you have to have a lot of patience, a lot of patience, because honestly, like no matter how big the production or a production is, like you're gonna have some difficulties along the way of
Mhm.
production. Let's say you can't really plan anything, because you don't know if you're really gonna film the week they told you you were gonna film like 2 months ago, or
Mhm.
they might erase it and just be like, okay, we're you're gonna film 2 weeks from now, or you're gonna film tomorrow. They'll be like that. So you can't really plan anything. So I'm always like on the go. I have a heavy schedule. So I mean, what I would just tell other people to keep in mind is just have a lot of patience. That's the main thing.
And having a family that's grounded, that keeps you grounded, I'm sure
Family keep
mom
you grounded for
yeah.
sure. My
Now,
mom, yeah, for sure.
how do you, okay, you're just telling me right now you have a very heavy schedule.
Mm-hmm.
How do you fit? I know you're in school. Mom and I kind of like when I was asking around, he's in school right now. So how do you fit being in school? You're 18. You're a freshman in college right now?
Yeah, freshman in
All right. So you're in freshman and freshman, given the pandemic that we're in, so you have all the stresses of that. You have baseball, you have
college.
thing. How do you manage?
My mom. She runs a tight ship. Honestly, she's been running a tight ship all of my life, all of her life, and I've just learned from her the hustle because she is the biggest hustler I know. She always does something to make money for
Mhm.
us. And honestly, I feel and see myself already doing that. And I've told my mom that already. I said I could see that like your characteristics are just rubbing off on me because I'm doing the same thing. And there ain't nothing wrong with it either. Like
Oh no, there's not.
keep me out of trouble. I like to stay doing something and to stay busy because it'll keep me out of trouble. Especially where I am right now.
So you do you have a social life?
Oh, I've
What's your
I,
favorite thing? Okay, what's your favorite thing that you do when you're given like a day off? What is your typical day off?
this
Other
is
than hanging out with friends, I know friends is very important.
gonna,
Hanging out, other than hanging out with friends, what is your typical day off or an
mhm.
ideal typical
Yeah.
day off?
So this is gonna sound very weird, but on my typical day off, what I normally do is work out. I'm a gym rat. I go to the gym when I'm happy, sad, angry. When I'm emotional, I'll go to the gym. It's just it was just I don't really know why I do it. Maybe it's because I've just been training all of my life. My
Mm.
dad being a trainer, him training me since I was like 8. I've fallen in love with working out.
You
So
know, it's so funny you said that. Your training. Remember when you guys posted that you're coming back on Chicago PD, right? And you have this shirt, the sleeveless shirt, and
mhm,
I remember sharing it on Facebook.
mhm.
One of the fans on one of the pages that I moderated, he said like, "Oh my God, is he looking like Kevin Atwater, number two?" And I said like, and I didn't get it the
Mhm.
first time around, and then I look at it, and they put this picture of Leroy's on a shirtless, and then put it together with you, and I said, okay, all right, then you get it. So it's kind of like it's that's how they see you right now. It's
Mhm.
like the younger version of Kevin. And I
Yeah.
said, like, okay, that's kind of cool. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of posts on a lot of how do you call this fan site.
Mhm.
I have been doing fan management for quite some time, and fans can really sometimes not really, they just internalize what they see on television.
Mhm.
I'm asking you this: have the writers of Chicago PD gone to you and kind of like, "Hey, Kylen, we're looking forward on a bigger Jordan Atwater role. Do you they have they because you have evolved,
Mhm.
and I wrote about it. You have evolved. Have they talked to you about your role evolving in more than just his little brother?"
They haven't. They really haven't talked to me personally about my role getting bigger. But
Mhm.
honestly, I think it all depends on the ratings on my episodes and how they do.
Mhm.
So honestly, I don't really know if my role is gonna get any bigger. But hey, all we can do is hope. All we
Right.
can do is hope for the best. Keep my fingers
I
crossed.
I'm not saying I hate to ask you this, but Leroy's role the last 2 3 episodes about the Black Lives Matter
Mm-hmm.
was so intense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, I would be remiss if I don't ask you this. But did you? How do you feel about that episode?
Uh, I mean, I feel like it needed to be aired. It needed to be. put out into the public to see.
Uh-huh.
I mean, as far as that, I don't want to talk too much upon that topic
Right.
uh,
I
because
understand.
I have a I have a lot to say about that, but I don't. I'd rather not. But I just feel that it was necessary for for that
Do
episode to come out.
do you think it gave justice to the topic?
Most definitely, yes.
Oh, okay. I understand. I trust me. I understand. But if you're into spoken words, um, if you are given the opportunity to talk about it, will you be willing to talk about it? Given the craft that you are in, do you feel the sense of obligation to talk about it and discuss it?
I don't feel obligated to, but I would, let's say, I would have no mind to be open to talk about it. Honestly, I would just have I would need some time to myself to actually allow myself to open up about it because I'd never really opened up about it before. So
Yeah.
I just don't know if I do how much is gonna come out. So that's why I just gotta prepare myself before I even try to open up about that topic.
Now, you is are you playing in school baseball
Yes,
right
I'm
now,
playing.
or it's just a league out of it's an independent league?
Oh, no, I'm playing D3 baseball right now. Oh
Look
yeah,
at you.
yes, man.
Look at you. What?
Just got
Okay. Are you what position are you playing?
a center field.
I'm
Yes,
pretty
ma'am.
impressed.
Yeah.
I
Thank
am
you.
really impressed. Go. I mean, it, I know you love baseball,
Mhm.
and we talk about Chadwick being in 42,
Mhm.
uh, and you're in Atlanta. What do you think of the Atlanta Braves?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know you can say something about that.
Mm. I'm gonna play for the Braves one day. Shoot.
You do want to play for them.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I am a Braves fan. I am a big
Oh,
Braves
okay.
fan. Oh yeah.
Oh, so um, well, you haven't been scouted yet because you're in freshman yet, right?
Oh yeah. No, I haven't been scouted yet. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can be. You
Yeah,
can
I thought so too.
at that
But
age.
yeah,
But no, I have not not professionally. Not
but
professionally.
I mean, that would be nice though.
Oh yeah. But I say this dream's still there. I'm gonna keep pushing till I can't anymore.
And you haven't have any setback physically playing. Well, you're fit.
No
You are
setback.
fit. Okay, as far as your acting profession,
Mhm.
what are we looking forward to other than Chicago PD? You coming back to Chicago PD?
Uh, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see about that. As far as um Chicago PD, that the most recent episode that just came out, that was the last episode that I filmed.
Uh-huh.
I There's a good chance that you will see Jordan come back, and there is a good chance that there will be a very crazy plot. But I
All
mean,
right.
you'll just have to see.
We'll 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 keep people wondering about that.
Oh yeah,
Somebody asked me, "Is Vanessa coming back?"
is
Because
Vanessa?
you have a little sister too.
Yeah, there's been some talk about Vanessa coming back, but she's also doing a lot of different stuff too.
Right,
She's doing
right.
a lot of musical stuff because she sings.
Oh, okay. See,
Oh
you
yeah.
are a musical family.
Oh
Not
yeah.
just okay. Not the Atwaters are a musical family.
No, really, because
Yeah.
Royce raps. He has like
Right.
his own
Right.
music and stuff, and
Right.
I freestyle on my pastime. So like in my dorm, I have like a mic set up. I have like my own like touchpad and keyboards, and I'll just like end up making my own beats and songs. But I don't like post it. I just do it for fun.
Yeah, okay. I was even gonna ask you, can I get a sample, but I don't want to put you in. And kind of like,
Give me a
you know,
sample.
all right, give me a sample, man.
All right.
Give me
All
a
right, yeah.
sample.
I'll email you a
All right.
sample
Yeah, go ahead.
for sure.
Right. Give me a sample, and then, who knows? Kind of like, you're in Atlanta.
Yeah,
It's the
true.
home of the,
Yeah.
hip hop.
Mhm.
So, do you have any upcoming films that you've been eyeballing about on the side?
Um, you're talking about films that I would want to do.
Yeah, or yeah, have people reach out to you?
Oh yeah, there's one
Future
film
projects.
that I have an eye out on right now is Power. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's a big target for me. I am really trying to get on Power. If I can do that, then I'll be good. I'll be in a good position.
Is Power filmed in Chicago too? No.
Power,
No, that's Empire. I think it's filmed in
yeah,
Chicago.
Empire's in
I
Chicago.
think Power. I think Power is in Atlanta. So yeah, I
I think Power's in Atlanta.
yeah, I think so. So other than how do you call this? You have baseball.
Mhm.
You're still. What are you taking up in school?
What am I like? What am I
What's your
majoring?
major? Yeah.
Oh, entertainment slash cinema arts. Oh yeah. So this semester, I had a film analysis class and a theater class.
Okay.
I've been getting some work done this semester already for my freshman year. I've already had a class for my major.
That's cool.
So yeah, we're working along good, making a good step, good progression.
You've been in this business for quite some time. I know baseball is your first love. Um, but do you see yourself doing acting? Because I'm not even gonna say this is you're just dipping on it because you're doing it. But do you see yourself doing it on a long term acting?
I could see myself doing it in a long term, but I'm not going to say I am going to make that my
My
priority.
priority. Yeah.
It's not my priority because like I said, it's just the truth. I've been playing baseball since I was 4, so obviously I'm gonna love that more than anything. I I can't see myself never picking up a bat again or never stepping on a field again. I know that that time is gonna happen, but I just don't even want to think about. I don't even want to think about like the last time of me on the field.
So this is probably gonna be a weird question, but is there a difference between Kylen on a TV screen and the other guy on a baseball field?
I mean, the only difference is I'm a beast on a baseball field. I'm a different person. I just I get in the zone. I don't really talk to anybody and I'm just in it. I'm in the game. Acting, chill, Kylan. What's up? I'll talk to anybody. I'm chill, laid back. But I mean in baseball at the same time, like I'll have my game face on, but obviously I'm still that chill kind in the dugouts, like hyping everybody up. I'm the hype man on the team. I always get everybody going. I'm always going 100% in everything I do. So honestly, in actuality, no, I don't really feel like I'm different or act any different in baseball or with film. I think I act mostly the same.
Does one thing that those two different fields that you are in help you become either a better baseball player or a better actor?
Could you say that
You're
again?
you're training on two different fields as an actor and
Mm-hmm.
as a baseball player. You're two different those are two different concentrate as far
Yeah.
as your training is concerned. Does
Mm-hmm.
one or the other help
The
as
other does
far,
one
yeah,
help the
help,
other?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, as far as one helping the other, I would say baseball would help me in film because it keeps me in shape and it just makes me look better on the screen. Like let's say
Right.
have me instead of it, let's say baseball gets me in this shape right here. So I will be on the lookout for a different type of character for casting
That's
director.
true. That's true.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yes, yes.
2 years ago, I did not look the same
No,
because
you
I
did not.
wasn't listening as
No,
much. And
no, you.
but as I grew up and started to go into college, I started to lift more with my baseball team. Started to get a lot more. Uh, how do I say this? A lot more chaos, chaotic,
Uh, right.
because it's college and it feels more like a job. But I love that because I love everything about baseball. So right now in college, all it is baseball in the mornings, class for a couple of hours, baseball in the afternoon, rest, and then I'll go work out at night.
How did you handle quarantine?
How did I
How did
handle
you?
quarantine?
Yeah. How did you handle the pandemic period that we are in
So
right now?
when quarantine was happening, I couldn't work out at a public gym, but
Uh-huh.
what's it called? We still were able to play baseball. Like I was still able to play travel ball because it wasn't a contact sport.
Right.
So everybody still played in the summer. But as far as working out and having practice and stuff like that, we just had to work in smaller groups or work out in smaller groups. And when I would work out, I would just go to my friend's house and work out in his garage because he has like his own squat rack, his own dumbbells, like all of his gear and everything like that. So
Have you watched any professional other than Atlanta Braves when they were playing? Have
mhm.
you seen any other? I guess it's probably gonna say. Have you seen a World Series?
Oh yes, yes.
That's all right. Yeah. Which
Oh,
one?
I've seen the Braves and the Mets. Not the Braves and the Mets. The Dodgers and the Mets. That was that one?
Live on stadium?
Oh, you mean live?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
live.
no, I'm not. I want to. I really want to. That is on my bucket list right there. Actually, that's what you meant. No, I haven't been to a World Series like live yet.
That should be fun
Mm-hmm.
if it's a live thing. Yeah, well, it's gonna be more fun if you are part of the World Series.
Oh.
Okay, that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Something we to look forward to. Okay, before I let you go, because I promised mom that's gonna be short. I have a couple things I need you to describe them. One word. All
Okay.
right. Okay. Okay. Chadwick Boseman.
Mm. Powerful.
Royce Hawkins.
Motivational.
Kylen Davis.
Charming.
Definitely, I do agree. I want you to leave very a message to your fans who are watching right now, and we're gonna repost this.
Okay, of course. I just want to thank you guys for supporting me along the way, watching me grow on TV, and I just want you to keep staying with me, and it's only up from here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kylen Davis.
Thank you.
Uh, you're such a delightful person to watch on television. I say that in sincerity because I saw you grow up.
Mhm.
Makes me a little older, but that's fine.
Oh,
Uh, um, and I look forward to watching you more. I hope when I get back to the mainland, I get to see you in Atlanta because
hmm.
we are gonna go back to Atlanta
Oh
somewhere,
yeah.
sometime. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
Come
gonna
back
hit you
today.
up, and we're probably gonna hang out. I'm gonna ask mom's permission, of course.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I wish you all the luck, whether that's gonna be in acting and baseball. And I hope you get into the major leagues because I know you love it.
Yes, ma'am.
And one thing that I can as a mom, and I'm sure your mom's gonna, you gotta do what you love to do,
Mhm.
and nobody's gonna let you. Don't let anyone stop you from doing anything that you love to do.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
that, okay, you know your game. And know that you have gazillion fans from all over the world. I know you don't have time looking at your Facebook thing, but you have fans all over the world that's like liking Jordan a lot lately, especially
Mhm.
with the sleeveless thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time and good
Thank
luck.
you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.